Hi, ladies. This is Doona. Thanks for joining in. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you guys, if I haven't already. This is definitely an exciting time. So today we're going to focus on just a quick 15-minute stretch. I know all of you guys are busy, especially if you guys have kids and still quarantine a little bit. Yeah, I guess you could say that. So you're probably staying home, cooking, cleaning, whatnot. And sometimes all you need is 15 minutes. 15 minutes will do wonders for your mind and your body. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started on our backs. You will need 2 blocks towards the end of the practice, so make sure to grab those. And once you're on your back, depending how far along you are in your practice, or rather your trimester, lying on your back might not feel so comfortable. So just like me, you could bring your feet on the floor. Knock your knees together. Then from there, walk your feet as wide as you can. Okay, so make sure there's no arching in the lower back. You might have to scoot your hips forward a little bit more. Good. Once you're there, arms by your side, palms face up. Just like any practice, always starting with the breathing. A good way to set your intention for the practice as well. Whether you want to just solely focus on the breathing, helping you to stay present. Maybe you like to dedicate your practice to whoever you like, to whatever you like. Whether you're working on patience, maybe more love, maybe you're dedicating it to someone. Couple more rounds of breath here. Start to tune inwards. Let go of all the external factors here. Last breath. And let it go. Good. Gently blink your eyes open. Separate your knees and start to hug your knees towards your armpits. So your knees are wide apart. From there, just start to sway side to side. Then drop your knees towards the floor, bringing your hands to the inside of your knees. So getting more into your inner thighs. Keeping your lower back grounded. Again, feel free to sway side to side. You could also make some circles, getting that nice release of the lower back. Keeping your shoulders free of tension. Neck is long. Good. And then stack your ankles directly over your knees for full happy baby pose. Either grab for the outside of your feet. Otherwise, grab your hands behind your thighs. Keep your tailbone grounded. Shoulders drops down. Let go of any tension through your neck. So gaze is straight up. Front of the throat is open. Inhale. And as you exhale, straighten out your legs all the way up towards the ceiling for a legs up the wall variation. Getting slightly into the hamstrings. To get a little bit deeper into the hamstrings, bring your right big toe behind your left heel. Then from there, feel free to pulse it out. Keep both feet flexed. Lower back stays grounded. Good. And then go and switch sides. Left big toe behind your right heel. Flex your feet and pulse it out. So you'll notice the more you flex your feet, the more stretch you'll feel in the back of your ankle, through your calves. Good. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, hug your hands behind your thighs, and come all the way up to a seated position. Once you're in a seated position, hands on top of knees. Inhale, arch your back for cow pose, gaze up. And as you exhale, round your back, tuck your chin towards your chest. A few more times on your own. If you like, you could take any other movements. Maybe drop your ear towards one shoulder. Maybe roll out your shoulders and your neck. So any movements should always feel good. Listen to what your body needs. Awesome. All right, come back to center in a seated position. Plant your hands in front of you and let's meet in tabletop position. Stack your wrist underneath your shoulders. Inhale. Reach your right arm high. Open your right shoulder. Right hand behind your neck. And as you exhale, thread right elbow behind your left wrist. Good. Inhale, reopen your right shoulder, point your right elbow up, and as you exhale, thread. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Drop your right hand. Same thing on the other side. Just 3 sets on your own. Moving breath to movement. No rushing. Take your time here. Good. Again, no need to rush. Once you're finished, tabletop position to downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths in down dog. Bring your feet as wide as you need. Drop your head, gazes back. Keep hugging your outer triceps in. Broaden through your upper back. Walk your feet as wide as your mat, and then walk your feet a little closer towards your hands. From there, push your chest back towards your legs, getting more into the calves and the hamstrings. Keep lengthening your spine. So you're basically in your down dog, just feet is wider, hands are closer towards the feet. You could always bend your knees as much as you need. Getting into the upper back as well as the shoulders. But don't hyperextend through the shoulders so you're not just dumping the chest back. Keep the biceps next to your ears. Good. Now walk your hands back towards your feet for your first ragdoll pose. You can keep your feet as wide as the mat, especially if you're in your last trimester. I know these forward folds can get a little uncomfortable, so never overdo it. Never compress your stomach here. And invite more space if you need by walking your feet a little wider. Don't fold as deep as you need either. You can sway your hips side to side. Good. All right. Let's walk your hands back forward to downward facing dog. Settle back in. See if you could bring your feet a little closer just for a moment. On your inhale, leading with your right inner thigh, lift your right heel. Then bend your right knee, open your right hip. Either stay here or make big circles with your right knee. By being upside down, if it becomes too much for you, especially as we tend to overheat a little faster than usual, feel free to drop into child's pose. Remember, you don't want to overdo it, especially during this time. Re-square your hips, 3-legged down dog. Gaze forward, step your right hand to the outside of your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop your left knee, and let's stay in our runner's lunge. I always like to sway my hips side to side here. This is one of my favorite poses. Good for the hips, the glutes. You could drop to your forearms if you like. Good. Plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Good. Again, walk your feet towards each other. Then as you inhale, lift your left leg. Keep your hips squared for now. Flex your left foot. Then bend your left knee, open your left hip. Whatever you did on the other side. One more breath. Inhale, left leg high, re-square your hips. And exhale, runner's lunge, 5 breaths. Left knee over left ankle. All right, ladies. Come back onto your hands if you're not there already. Downward facing dog. Good. Okay, let's drop to your knees. Stack your hips over your knees and let's drop into our puppy pose. Walk your hands forward. Drop either your forehead or your chin. To invite more space for your baby, feel free to walk your knees as wide as your mat. Good. Come back to tabletop and let's meet on our sit bones. Awesome job, ladies. Extend your left leg long. Bend your right knee and place your right foot to the inside of your left inner thigh. Twist slightly over to the left. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips. Seated separate, forehead to knee stretch. Get more into the hips as well as the hamstrings. Again, sometimes all you need is a 15-minute yoga practice to slow down, to feel good, whatever it is you need. So whenever you're feeling busy, just come back to this video, work your entire body, and I promise you, you'll feel good. If you haven't already, let's go and switch sides. Good. Slowly rise. All right, so you're going to grab your 2 blocks. We're going to end our practice with a chest opener. Placing 1 block underneath your shoulder blades. And the second block underneath your head. So if you like to make the block a little lower, maybe a little higher, feel free to readjust. This doesn't feel good for your body and you rather be in fetal position, please feel free to go there. And close your eyes once you're settled in. And let's take 3 rounds of breath. Let go of our practice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. And release. All ladies. You're more than welcome to stay here if you need a little bit more time for yourself. Longer, the better. But if you're in a rush or you need to get going, slowly roll off the mat, either to your left or right side into fetal position. If you're in your fetal position, feel free to stay there. Place your cheek on top of your forearm. And then as slowly as you can, you're going to just gently press yourself up to seated position. Good. You could close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Thank you so much for joining me here in our 15-minute stretch. If you have any questions, comments, feedbacks, please comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste.